Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. Today's pod comes to us from Suzanne Olette, writing in Crime Reads. First, a quick word from our sponsor. The Sunday Book Review for April 10, 2022, What CEOs Are Reading edition. Today we have 4 books that CEOs are reading. Number 1, 9 Lies About Work, a Freethinking Leader's Guide to the Real World by Marcus Buckingham. You crave feedback. Your organization's culture is key to success. Leadership really is a thing. Strength guru and best-selling author Marcus Buckingham and his CCO leadership team show in this provocative yet inspiring book that there's some big lies, distortions, faulty assumptions, and wrong thinking about this. 9 lies which they lay out. With engaging stories and insightful analysis, the authors reveal essential truths that such free-thinking leaders will immediately recognize. It's the strength and cohesiveness of your team, not culture, that matters the most. That's certainly an interesting perspective. Next up, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. In this book, which People magazine proclaimed beguiling and fascinating, Robert Greene has distilled 3,000 years of history into 48 essential laws, drawing on philosophies as diverse as Machiavelli to P.T. Barnum. That's an interesting dichotomy. Some laws teach the need for prudence, others the value of confidence, and in a bold and 2-color package, the 48 Laws of Power is ideal whether your aim is conquest, self-defense, or just to understand the rules of the game. Interestingly, the next one is A Promised Land by Barack Obama. Perhaps not so interesting when you consider the popularity of Barack Obama and his stunning leadership skills, particularly compared with Who Came Next. But it's the anticipated first volume of presidential memoir. Promised Land's an extraordinary and intimate and introspective look at one man's journey through history, the faith of a community organizer. Beautifully written, the book captures Barack Obama's conviction that democracy is not a gift on high, but something founded on empathy and common understanding, which we can all engage in. And our final book is Braving the Wilderness by Brené Brown. True belonging doesn't require us to change who we are. It requires us to be who we are, says Brené Brown, sparking a global conversation about the experiences that bring meaning to our lives: courage, vulnerability, love, belonging, etc. In Braving the Wilderness, Brown redefines what it means to truly belong in an age of increased polarization. With her trademark mix of research, storytelling, and honesty, she will again change the cultural conversation while mapping a clear path to help those going forward. These are certainly interesting books. I wanted to provide you a list of rather provocative topics that CEOs feel are critical. So I hope you will check out one or more of these books and continue listening to the Sunday Book Review. We have a couple of new podcasts out on the Compliance Podcast Network I'd like to tell you about. The first is Hidden Traffic, where host Gwen Hassan looks at modern slavery and human trafficking. Gwen is well known in the compliance community for her passion around this topic, and she brings that passion to this new podcast. Also, I welcome to the Compliance Podcast Network All Things Investigation, a podcast that I host where the guests are members of the Hughes Hubbard Anti-Corruption and Investigations practice. If you've ever wondered some of the questions involved in anti-corruption and internal investigations, this will be the podcast for you from some of the country and indeed world's top experts at Hughes Hubbard. Finally, I'm extraordinarily pleased to announce a 5-part podcast series at Taxman on the intersection of tax and compliance, where with my tax colleague extraordinaire Tracy Howell, we look at 5 different issues that every compliance officer needs to be aware of regarding corporate tax. It's a fascinating series that's on a topic not often explored.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.